You know, in the world of cricket, some players are remembered for their stats, others for their style. But every once in a while, you get someone like Kumar Sangakkara, who's revered for something more. Today, we're diving into the story of a man who wasn't just a giant of the game, but in many ways, its conscience. I mean, it's one thing when your own team respects you, but when your biggest rivals are saying things like this, you know you're on another level. To really understand why he's considered such a legend, though, we've got to start with a number that is, well, it's just mind-blowing. Just look at that. 28,016. That's how many runs he scored for his country across all formats. And to put that into perspective for you, only one person in the entire history of this sport has ever scored more. Just one. But here's the thing, right? Numbers like that are incredible, but they don't tell the whole story. Not even close. To really get who Sangakkara was, we need to go way back to the beginning. Because his story, it wasn't forged on some peaceful, perfect cricket pitch. No, it was forged in a nation facing real turmoil. You can really see his whole journey laid out here. Just imagine growing up during the Civil War. That gives you a totally different view of the world from day one. And then you have this pivotal moment, this fork in the road, where his school principal tells him, hey, you should focus on cricket. That one piece of advice didn't just change his life, it ended up shaping the future of Sri Lankan cricket forever. And this is what's so fascinating. He was never just a sportsman. He was a scholar, a talented musician, a natural leader. I mean, he was the head boy at his school. This combination of brains and bronze, of athletic genius and a sharp intellect, that's exactly what he brought to the cricket field. So how did all that talent, the scholar, the athlete, translate onto the pitch? Well, it led to a career that was pure elegance, pure focus, and, honestly, some absolutely jaw-dropping numbers. Now, you gotta understand, Sangakkara didn't just stand there and hit the ball. He was also the wicketkeeper. For anyone who doesn't follow cricket closely, that is one of the most grueling jobs on the field. It demands insane physical fitness and mental stamina. You have to be switched on for every single ball. His stats are amazing across the board, right? But just zoom in on that test average, 57.40. In test cricket, that's the longest, toughest form of the game, anything over 50 is considered world class. His is way, way above that. He was simply in a different class. And this really drives the point home. Think of every single great batter who has scored over 10,000 runs in test cricket, legends of the game. Sangakkara's average, it's the highest of all of them. And it wasn't just about being consistent. The man was capable of these epic, almost superhuman performances. Back in 2006, he and his good friend Mahela Jawardene, they put on a partnership of 624 runs. 624. That's still the highest partnership ever in top-level cricket, a record that, honestly, might never be broken. And, of course, the game itself noticed. He wasn't just loved by fans, he was recognized at the highest level, sweeping up all the major awards, including the biggest one of all, the Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy for the best cricketer on the planet in 2012. Okay, so we've seen the player, the stats are undeniable, but the runs, the records, that's only part of what makes Sangakkara a legend. His real legacy was forged not just with a cricket bat, but with his voice. And that showed a kind of courage you just can't measure with stats. So what is the price of speaking truth to power? Well, in 2011, he got this incredible invitation to deliver the Cowdrey Lecture. Now, this is a huge deal in the cricket world, and he was the first active international player ever to be asked. He could have played it safe, but he didn't. Instead, he stood on that global stage and he called it out. He spoke about the corruption, the political games that were poisoning Sri Lankan cricket. Just think about the guts that takes for a current player to do that. It was so powerful, it actually forced the government to launch an investigation. That moment, his willingness to speak truth to power, that really cemented his reputation. It went beyond being a great player. It made him a man of integrity. And that's the legacy that has defined him long after he hung up his boots. And retirement wasn't the end of the road for him. Not at all. He just seamlessly transitioned into being one of the game's great elder statesmen. From the commentary box to coaching to becoming the first non-British president of the MCC in its entire history, he's continued to shape the game's future. And that influence, that desire to make a difference, it goes way beyond the boundary ropes. Look at his charity work, his successful businesses. It just shows this deep, deep commitment to his community and to using his platform for good. So it brings us to this question, right? In a world obsessed with superstars and stats, can character actually be the most enduring legacy? I think the story of Kumar Sangakkara gives us a pretty clear answer. Yeah, the incredible numbers made him a star, no doubt. But it was that rare combination of skill, intelligence, and unwavering integrity that made him a true legend.